Ambush started off strong on Overpass with a 10-5 first half, and then it all slipped away. We saw Rocketlaunchers take the win on Overpass. We're going to Inferno next. And I'm really looking to see here when it comes to Inferno, if Ambush, you picked into this is your best map statistically, this is where you should feel most comfortable, but you just had a game that felt like it was yours, you're almost coming back into it at the end, and then it's now really slipped away. How much does that hurt their confidence?
I think the one thing we have to go with for Ambush here is Inferno is a more tactical map. This team have been together for longer. On the eye test, they don't look to have as much firepower, but maybe Inferno is one of the maps that can be enough for them. You know, less space for the other team to work with. This team haven't played it yet, so Rocketlaunchers literally haven't played Inferno. So this could be a
so
problem.
They've played it twice, but not played it enough to give us any details, give us any stats on it. And the two they did play was in this tournament, because it's all they've played is this tournament so far as a team, and they won both their games. But now they're going up against a higher tier of opponent in the sense that the team has been together longer they're going up against. It's more what Ambush can show us now, because I think for me it's going to be looking at their T side and how tactically prepared they can be on a map like Inferno, because that's where they should take the advantage, considering Rocketlaunchers is such a new beast.
Yeah, especially, you know, we've seen them have some sort of setup on Overpass, but again, it was very basic stuff, just trading off their teammates. Maybe because they picked Inferno, this is where they have more tactic set pieces. I think Inferno is pretty easy to play on the T side. Like, everyone knows what you have to do. Early banana control, default in towards the apps. You know, you have to have just a very simple default. I think that's something Rocketlaunchers will be able to do as well. So who knows which way it'll play into. I think Rocketlaunchers definitely have enough skill to take this over the line, but I'm expecting another close one. I have to expect that.
Yeah, I think the same again, because even with Rocketlaunchers on their T side, right, you saw an Overpass looking really solid, checking every corner. They weren't going to allow little mistakes to come in. Yes, some basic defaults, but they were defaults that were executed well. They weren't failing smokes, or they weren't missing mollies coming into it. Now, when it comes to this, though, it's you're going up against an Ambush. First of all, it's their pick, but also who made it very close towards the end. So you can see where they'll match up in certain ways. And I think for Rocketlaunchers, they just need to have the confidence in themselves.
Yeah, I think Rocketlaunchers clearly had a lot of confidence towards the end of the second half. Because the first half, they looked a bit shaky. They were playing very passive. They weren't going for these initial fights. Towards the end, they were starting to take a lot of fights, right? So, but they just need to keep that up, basically, here in Inferno. I think, obviously, there's a little space, less space, should I say, to work with. But we can see those fast banana pushes that people are calling Zaiwu now, right? You just run up straight towards banana. Literally everyone calls it Zaiwu. So you can see that come through. Maybe you can get an opening pick from there. I think they've just got to be pretty hard to predict, right? They've got to be fast in a lot of these situations and try and get those openings. I think Rocketlaunchers have to bring the fight to Ambush if they want to sort of disrupt that structure that may be an advantage for them.
Yeah, kind of like poke out, right, while they're in the middle of things and while they're trying to get themselves set up, because we saw that on the CT side for Ambush. There was multiple times they were just not looking like they really had things together there. They were poking out one by one, making a very few small errors coming into it. Now, I do love the fact that we get knife rounds, by the way, on this. I think this should be, you know how it is like pick and then they get to choose the side? Let's get rid of that. Let's just have knife rounds every time, because it actually makes some value into the knife round. It's like here now, look, for Ambush, starting CT side, it's going to be heaven. That's exactly what you want. And in before they quickly say, yeah, we're going T side. I mean, some teams do like it, but 90% of the time, we're looking at CT.
Yeah, CT side is a more orthodox pick, but I feel like Inferno, obviously, this version, in comparison to the previous, is far more even and balanced. We see a lot of closer halves coming through, 8-7, 9-6, and well, we see a close affair all the rounds in the last map, so I'm expecting another close half coming in for both of these teams. But T-side, this is where we get to see whether or not Rocketlaunchers have anything up their sleeve. T-side was better on Overpass than it was on the CT side, so potentially they could be doing a lot of damage here on this T-side. Coming into the pistol, it's going to be a Molotov in the hands of Emic alongside a smoke. Double flash and a smoke in the hands of Shaq, so obviously they have something planned as well for the pistol.
Well, at least for Ambush, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on CK. That man was delivering, especially Rouse as well, actually. Towards the end of the AWP, was able to do some damage. T-side AWPing on Inferno. It's a difficult one. It's hard to watch. And CK, I said to watch him. Well, he starts off with the opening kill. Three-man push coming down. Banana, and they are not done yet. Soka. Oh! You don't want to poke out into that. He's getting his face ripped off at logs, and now it's a 2 versus 4. Ambush, they now do not need to be aggressive. Rouse still looking for it. Ooh. Spots out deaths, which is great information, but it's risky that he poked out then, because you would take away a numbers advantage. When you're in this position, you just need to chill. Shaq is at least chilling. He hasn't used any of his utility. He was all stacked up. It didn't come into play.
He's just grabbing everything at this point, and the decoys in there. But winning this pretty impossible, but he could do some damage. You know, if you can get a kill or two, that's okay. Flash in towards middle, it's good. He is blinded and has to hide behind the corner, but he stays alive. He has plenty of utility to play with. Smoke is in towards the right side, flash up as well, but it gets dropped by Rouse, who is very aggressive in that position. Shaq just was not ready for it whatsoever. Pistol pickup in for ambush. They need a good start, especially if they want to have a better mental attitude coming into this. And they're certainly favorites to win map 2, according to GG.Bet.
Yeah, but GG.Bet was very happy with what Rocketlaunchers did on Overpass. And you guys can start your new year with bonuses from GG.Bet. You can use the code GG.Bet.com. If you make a deposit, you can get 125% back. I'll take that. Double or nothing. Go in and try and make yourself some good old money. Money is something that Rocketlaunchers won't have with no bomb plant after that previous round. And Doctors, he had a terrible game on Overpass. He's looking to clean up and do as much damage as possible here. Even a team kill coming in, which is not what Soul would have wanted there. He's going to lose the money he so gained. But an easy cleanup. 2-0, nice and fast, no problems at all. Rocketlaunchers. Now we'll buy into it, though. And this is where they'll look to try and surprise ambush. Now, the one SMG would have been repurchased for Docket, so it's not a problem, right? He'll just go straight to an M4. Yeah. So they're actually not too far down on this. They can match up against the AKs pretty damn well. -1, poor Soul.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not exactly the greatest stat line.
What's even worse is when you get the first kill, you're like, oh, now I'm just on 0, so I'm just the bot still.
Back to the beginning. Defs has got himself an opening. Man advantage paid up for Rocketlaunchers. That's exactly what I was saying at the start of this. They need to just be quick in taking that advantage, and then they can slow the pace down a little bit.
And look at the control they have now, and because it was a 3-man stack towards B, Rouse has only just got himself into Arch. He's got no idea. If he pokes at any point, they're just sat ready and waiting for him.
Well, Shaq just waiting, Berry moving forward. Flash is good from his teammate. That's a good peek, but doesn't get anything from it. Does get info, at least that's something. Flash goes in again. Spots the player in Boiler, gets rid of him, wants to kill up towards apartments as well. Berry's still alive, has backup from Pit as well from CK, who throws the nade up and not going to do a whole lot of damage. I thought it would have done more. But at this point, Rocketlaunchers still have just under a minute in play. So the T side, plenty of time, and they still hold that map control advantage in towards mid here. If they can get over the top of Rouse, this could certainly be perfect for them. And he's looking away at the wrong time. He's going back in towards B. There's only one player over here, and it's Emming, applying a little bit of pressure on his own.
I'm so glad Rouse moved, but I don't understand why Berry's coming with him. This is a huge overcommittal off of one Molotov that was thrown towards B.
Yeah, Emming's doing a brilliant job. He's like the most convincing person ever. Well, we'll see what he could do as he moves forward. Needs to be careful of the CTP. Berry is on his right, tucked in. Flash about to go up. He's on the boost. Berry's got it. Emming dropped. It's only the one player. They don't have the bomb. I think they've just realized that. Salsa's running back, desperately trying to get that bomb, and this does buy so much time. If CK can do anything for the pit, that would deliver, but 9 seconds, they've got to get that bomb on towards the side.
Oh my God.
They will just get it, but the rotation's in already.
That was painfully close. Oh, what?
That is why?
That must have been the literal millisecond of that.
Why have you not brought the bomb? Why have you just left it in T-spawn? That is you've got one player fully committing up banana, and you've got, what, 15 seconds left while he's doing that, and the bomb is still T-stairs.
I've got no words, Adam. I've got no words, mate. That was more than awkward. Like.
Well, ambush fight 3. So, yeah, no problems whatsoever. Clearly, over rotation, not a problem for ambush. They get it done.
Like, this shouldn't be needed, right? I would teach this to someone just starting to play Counter-Strike who's in a team, and I'd say, just make sure you have one person on that team who is your designated bomb carrier. You shouldn't need to do that, because everyone can see it on the radar, but just that way you make sure he's got control of it. Rocketlaunchers, maybe you want to try that, because that's not how that round should... You had full control. You'd faked it perfectly. MN had done God's work for your team. And then you leave the bomb.
I can just imagine the comms, like, plant.
Oh, where's the bomb? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we forgot that bit.
You know, the vital part of winning the round.
Oh, buried.
And then maybe the next round as well. It's not... CK is just a unit.
Absolute unit. Find himself 3 kills. 4-0. Ambush. Perfect start. And when we take a look at the buy from Rocketlaunchers, I don't think he can call it that. It's going to be a pretty scrappy half buy, probably coming in. A few pistols upgraded, a little bit of Kevlar sprinkled in. Tech 9. Now, that's a weapon. It's, I think it's good still. I think it's got running gun potential.
It's coming back, yeah.
but we don't still see it a lot. I think CZ is just much better, but obviously Salso is a Tech 9 player.
I've started to see more, even at top level, a few people pick up the Tech 9, try for one of their run and gun busts.
Well, Berry is in a really aggressive line call in the ult, but luckily he does get away. Salso near stack on towards him. Dogfish wants to get aggressive and looks away. Can't get back in. Spray is there. 2 kills. They get 3, a quad kill. Maybe even the ace, but Dan's finally gets rid of him with the CZ. And now Raus looking for the final victim. He will collect it. 5-0. Ambush perfect beginning here on Inferno. Finally a hurdle will arise. Rocketlaunchers with a buy.
SMF has just been chilling all day long. He's like, well, I've not killed anyone. I've only died twice. We're still winning. No problems at all.
As it Salso's actually killed 1 person, but he's got 0 kills.
Oh, dear. The way it goes down.
This is not the start Rocketlaunchers were looking for. This is not great, but we'll see whether or not they can recover. I think obviously they were very slow to start on the previous map, so maybe it's just something. I said that was somewhat of an attribute for this team, is the fact that you expect slow starts, but they'll always warm up into it. They'll always get their legs stretched eventually.
We saw it on Overpass, and they did take the win. Can they turn things around anytime soon here? Not going to be a good start for Shaq as he walks up to his death. Doc is actually hitting the shots now. I'll ignore the 4-man that he got on the previous round because it was only against the upgraded pistols. But even then, he's still racking up the kills, holding on to Banana, holding strong. Now, the problem here for Ambush is, right, every round so far they've gone aggressive on B. So it's really easy for Rocketlauncher to start predicting this and hold strong. Doc is now needs to get himself out of this. He somehow gets away with the kills. Now that's 3. How?
We did this last round against pistols. We're continuing to do it against the rifles, and Rocketlaunchers have not trained. They have not got anything going their way. They've got no utility other than the 2 smokes. You can't force the position away, and as soon as the smoke fits, Berry's ready for a headshot. It's all on deaths. 1v5 back inside of T-stairs. 45 seconds to hang on to the SGU as well. This is just terrible from the Rocketlaunchers.
That point where 2 of them pushed at the same time, onto Doctors. One of them should have been able to get him.
Surely.
He was at sandbags. He was caught in. They knew exactly where he was.
Yeah, this is definitely seeming like Ambush are just a lot more comfortable on Inferno as well.
Yes.
Rocketlaunchers, unfortunately, had a chance to perhaps build up some rounds on the T side, but a lot of mistakes coming through has just cost them completely. And, well, they haven't really been able to do much since. So this will be a little bit of a half buy again. Deagle's coming in. I think we've got a bit of a tactical pause, actually, but Salsa's ping is pretty high. Maybe it's just normal for him.
Yeah, I guess depending on where exactly he is right now. 3 players with 0 kills. Yes, Sosal did actually TK a player, so he technically does have 1 kill, but it's not great when you're looking down that, is it, right? It's one of the things we got. Okay, we've got 2 people playing to potential.
And not even a whole lot done, really. It's 5 kills overall in 6 rounds played.
You're certainly not hurting their economy at any of these points. And thing for Ambush, we said about Rocketlaunchers being aggressive and taking the fight to Ambush. Every round, Ambush has taken the fight to Rocketlaunchers.
Yeah, they've just kind of beat them at their own game, right?
Look at this Berry.
Yeah, he's done this twice now. It's incredible. I like this. I think it's a good play, but you've got to start to flee as soon as that Molotov fades from the T-stars. Let's get this opportunity on the crossing player, but they're just pistols at this point. You don't sacrifice an AWP. You don't put it in a position where it can be dropped by pistols getting aggressive. And CK is walking through apartments on his own, and he's misplayed it. The timing not quite there. Ness already in the bedroom, has found 1 kill. Kill comes through from Berry though, 2 of the 250. And CK, fair enough, you can't really expect that on the T side. He was ready for that headshot. 7-0, Ambush bringing the fight certainly to Rocketlaunchers. 9-0 on Berry. Raus is 5-0. So 2 players haven't died yet on the CT side.
Here we go. Now we've got a techie pause coming in. 7-0. If you've got the tech pause going on right now, Rocketlaunchers need to be talking to themselves and thinking, okay, we've done pretty much the same. We've tried to gain a bit of banana control. We've not successfully taken it at all at any point. How about we just negate it, right? You just put 1 player there maybe to hold to see if a push is coming down. At any point, just hold an angle, and then you focus more towards A, because that's where they've had more success of actually getting into the site, right?
And then you can go back towards banana at the end as well. When they have less utility, it'll be easier to take. But, yeah, it's been pretty shaky for Rocketlaunchers. They're looking to buy into this. 2 players already investing, Soker and Emmink. Doctors had a really quiet game on overpass and anything but being that banana player. 12-3.
Yeah, he's a lot more comfortable this time around. Poor SMF can't catch a break either. On that previous round, he basically saved Berry by being the one that gets killed at the top of mid, and then Berry slapped them all down with a P250. And Berry's 9-0. He's not assisted anyone either.
Yeah.
He's completely 9-0-0. Add another, we'd have over 9,000, but he can be over 900 for now. Dragon Ball references on point. But what's not on point so far has been Rocketlaunchers way into any of these bomb sites. And also, I think that round where they messed up the bomb, that must have like mentally really hurt them because they had that. It was like completely in the bag.
I think that's just kind of, you just go red in the face.
You're like, what? No.
Yep.
What? Why?
You just start screaming at people, just trying to find blame.
It's one of those Rick and Morty moments where Morty's like,
yeah, exactly. Well, Emek is back on the T stairs. Scope up in towards top middle. No one peeking from ambush this time. Instead, they're going aggressive through the apartments. And CK has done this so many times, but this time he has backup. So this should be a little bit more susceptible to success, but he does get dropped like this. He's preoccupied by Soaker's position. It's good for 1 kill. The trade comes through. 4v4.
Favors the T side now, though. The bomb sites are split. Over rotations could cause a problem, and Rouse is already working his way towards A. Could they be selling a fake once again? Could this be the key to success for Rocketlaunchers? Faking, because Ambush seem to be over-rotating quite a lot here.
Yeah, one nade use. We'll rotate everyone.
So go! There's a molly, go!
It's kind of very similar to matchmaking, a lot of these plays, to be honest, which is not exactly what you want to be seeing, but we'll see what Rocketlaunchers can do. They catch Barry just walking down middle, trying to get some info.
So it's really strange, right? Because they sent Rouse away from B towards A, and then they send Barry just walking down mid. It's like, why? You are at a position where it's 4v4. The T's have an advantage wherever you go. Hold into the bomb site. Yeah. Stay where you are. It's not a time to make a play.
Yeah, and I think Barry's the in-game leader as well, so he called that. So, yeah, not great. But Doctors, it's going to be saying back from CT, 20 seconds, they've got to go. It's going to be the B bomb site, certainly, but Rouse, he's in a position where he can still deal damage. Rocketlaunchers died in time again. It will be a great kill from Salso as he just beats that corner. Doctors through the smoke connects. The bomb's been held back by a Molotov. Eventually get on towards the site. Planning on the coffins. They kept denied because of the angle. They're right through the smoke. Doctors lands the shot. And he nearly gets the line up there on Emek as well. 2v2 holding off the flank. Shackle find the headshot. And finally, Rocketlaunchers look like a team that'll pick up a round on the board. And there it is. They did cut it close. There was 5 seconds left when they started planting that bomb again, yeah. But this time, they had enough time to get the digits punched in.
Do you know what? Doctors is feeling it, though. You can see the way he's playing. Those shots he was taking with the AWP, first he gets one through the smoke, then he gets the second one who's trying to spray back against him. Nearly gets the planter afterwards as well.
Yeah. You have those games where you just...
in the zone, right? You're like,
You understand where the bullets are coming from. You can sort of see them in your head.
So there's a difference between playing like Face It and ESEA, right? Because you're on 128 tick servers. Sometimes on 64 tick servers when we're doing MM, I'm like either feeling like every shot is perfect landing or every shot is like a million miles away. Depends. You get like, which game are we going to get today? Is the servers broken? Are they working?
Has Valve randomly assigned me to some different continent that I do live on?
Here I am down in Asia while playing in Europe.
Yep.
Brilliant. Thanks, Valve.
None of my teammates speak English.
Do you know what, when we did Star Series in Shanghai and we were playing matchmaking, it was amazing. We were the only people, and every time we spoke English, they were so happy, like just wild, just talking craziness. Didn't listen to anything we said, mind you.
I can just imagine the play style as well.
It was me and Harry. It was me and Harry playing with 3 random Chinese people every game.
I'm sure they loved Harry.
Yeah, with his non-talking.
Yeah.
No communication, Harry. GG.
Well, Spam coming through the little window. Salso will take away Rouse. Man advantage picked up on this T side with 43 seconds left. The SMF who peeks in towards middle. Good kill. Emin gone and deaths in the apartments. The boiler smoke fades. He'll throw his own, but this time bounce off the doorway and in towards short side. 30 seconds for Rocketlaunchers to play with. They have loved to just run this clock down, and it has cost them, but we'll see. They've started to step it up. 20 seconds. They've got to go at this point in towards the A-bomb site. There's no other option.
I hold my breath for them whenever we're getting down to these final few seconds, because, okay, for the CT side, there's no molly to keep him at bay, but there's still enough people, and there's Berry taking the bomb out of their hands. Goes in for the pistol kill, can't get the job done. CK's fallen as well, which should enable this bomb to go... I can see it. There's a world where Dockers has somehow landed that shot and the bomb doesn't go down and it's all over, but 2 versus 4, SMF and Doctors, they just like they're going to save it. They don't want to go for this.
Yeah.
They don't have the utility to push in, and they need to hold on to their weaponry here.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, we do give them a bit of stick for running the clock down, but again, they win the round off the back of it. Effective trading on the bomb site. Berry probably could have won that round there if he just doesn't panic and lands a headshot with the USP. Easier said than done, of course, but he was still in a position where he could have won it very easily, just because he found the bomb immediately.
Why is CK's gun called Arse in Mouth? What the hell?
I don't know. I don't know any explanation. Maybe some sort of Danish translation to English doesn't quite work well, or maybe he was gifted it by a fan or something.
I love that when players are always like, yeah, fan gifted it to me. It's like, no, you definitely named that.
You definitely
yourself.
gifted it, yeah.
It was one of the Chinese players. They had the pink AK, and it was called like Big F Dildo or something. And I was like, brilliant. It's like completely reasonable, isn't it?
Well, at least there's no censorship in CS, right? You get to be yourself. You can express everything. We're not battling exactly how it's you're not like teabagging anyone.
Oh my god. The utility. Oh no.
Well, the boost coming up over the top of the half wall. Molotov going through around the corner and trying to get rid of them. It's good kill. Doctish able to pick up the south saw. Man advantage on the CT side.
He's still spamming. Oh, brilliant. Emeng thinks he can spam back, but Berry charging forward, gets the kill, looking for more, and Rocketlaunchers, they need to be careful now. They need to find a way to even this up. Still got a good amount of utility to be used, but they committed so much to that banana play, and we keep saying this, Dinko. Banana has not been working out for them. Why are they continuing to force it and force it? They're like, okay, we will fight it. We will take this.
I mean, the definition of insanity, right? It's just doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And, well, they're continuing to do the same thing over and over again. So, I'll say.
I'm just imagining after our Rick and Morty references, Barbar is just sat there, and he's like Rick, and he's like, "You idiots! What are you doing? Like, why didn't I tell you to do it?" And then everyone else is like going, "Oh."
Yeah. I think obviously it is online, right? Maybe Barbar can just sit an in-game lead, let them backseat everyone game.
See, I spoke to people about that, right, for the online side of things, and the reason they said they're so against it, even though they would love to do it, because I think I was talking to Devil Walk about this actually, for the Godsend lineup, and he was saying it would be so easy for him to do, but then he goes, when you come to LAN events, you're in a really bad spot because you become too used to having to do that when you can't do it at the big events. Rocketlaunchers going to try and bust their way in. The FAMAS on SMF trying to hold strong, but he's only able to get 1, 2 versus 2, and low health on a couple of them. Still CK and Pit. The pistol shots.
It's gone. Time.
Doc is just getting away with murder.
Yeah, he just...
Absolute murder.
Bomb plant, they leave themselves so little time again. They go for the bomb plant. They have to commit to it. Doctors is like, all right, let's just peek the angle. PC-50 in hand, denies the bomb plant. His teammate's not even looking the right way. Ambush, find themselves another round win. Rocketlaunchers, this is dreadful. This is really, really bad on the T side at the minute. And they're going to have to buy an even worse buy. Mac 10 and Galil, they are in there. The SG's on top with deaths and the AKs in play. It's not over yet. They can still pick up around here, but this is starting to look pretty scary. Donk is aggressive, finds a kill while fully blinded, peeks on the edge of the half wall and gets away.
Doctiz is in the Matrix. He understands every movement,
He's
every moment.
Every pill bite.
Yeah, he's just there. He's like, I got it. I know what's happening. Because this is night and day difference between Overpass and playing on Inferno. And again, look, how many times do they start with 3 men towards? And they're not going to change it because it works every time. Shaq just gets his head ripped clean off. Berry's pushing down.
I love how Berry just doesn't carry. You know, you've got the advantage already. I'm just going to walk down banana and still find a kill. But Deaths finally punishes CK. So there's a chance here on the A-bomb side. Doctors finds another kill, of course. Deaths standing in towards short. We'll check pits, and there is no one there peeking. Instead, they got back to T-spawn because they forgot the bomb again.
Oh my god. You think once in a game, yeah, we can meme you for a little while, but like twice? Come on, lads. Someone communicate to each other.
Well, Silker.
Saver.
Yeah, that's all he's got to do something. I think he still wants to go for it. I think at this point, you need some rounds on the board, and well, he's going to try and peek on towards the site, and there is a player in below him, SMF just in below on the hay bales. Soku coming over the top, and there's the kill. FAMAS finds it, 9-2. This is not good.
And the thing is, right, we said we saw a 10-5 first half for Ambush last time and ended up losing the game, and Rocketlaunchers certainly looked better on their T side when it came to overpass. But I am not seeing any change from Rocketlaunchers on... There's no difference here, right? There's just, oh, let's a couple of us go banana, a couple of us hold mid, and one go second mid. Yeah, cool. But every time, you're just being decimated by Ambush.
Yeah, I wonder who the in-game leader is on this team. Because there might be a very experienced in-game leader. I don't think anybody in this team I know really that could in-game lead. So yeah, they're gonna. I'd like to see a few more pulses. Let Barbar chip in.
Okay, so they're gonna try and push up banana now. The flames have disappeared from the early knowledge that went down, but Berry, he's gonna go on clean-up duty. He continues to spray him down. He's got some backup in there. Rouse is there, and he's doing it with a USP. Only one more to find.
Oh my god!
But it doesn't matter.
Well, second kill comes in at the P50, and that's all. We get 10-2, double figures for Ambush. Well, they reached double figures in the first half of Overpass. They let it slip and lost that map. Could this be the exact comeback? Again, Rocketlaunchers, they like to make it hard for themselves.
Yeah, maybe they play better when they're behind,
yeah,
right?
That's the thing. Is put pressure on yourselves to the point where you're literally about to lose and then win.
And then win it all.
Molotov, Berry running down middle. This is just a testament to how confident they're playing right now. It's just the fact that they can do anything, and that smoke cam was so lit. Yeah, that's a very lit smoke. The SMF about to walk into the winning arms of the sniper, but the utility comes in and actually will stop the team.
How has Berry got here?
Yeah, Berry just ran down middle at the start of the round, so they have no idea. And I don't think you should have an idea that he could be here. But you've got to realize at a certain point that Berry's just a maniac. And they're just backing into him. This is going to be an easy kill. He spots two players inside of Banana, still waiting for more. He's getting greedy, and they just keep coming in towards him. He wants all of the frags as they run in front of him. There's the first kill. That's the bomb drop. Third kill. And Berry stepping up with 3 big kills. The trigger discipline through. And now Death's alone. 1v4 up towards top middle.
Berry just played trigger discipline to a whole nother level. So multiple times he was thinking, oh, we go for it. Oh, no, there's another footstep.
There we go.
I'll wait some more.
And they have no idea I'm here.
Jesus Christ, these odds now. That can't be right. It's got to be the other way around, surely. Oh, yeah, to the logo at the top. Say, there we go. Yeah. I was madly confused because Ambush is on the left at the top, but it's on the right at the bottom. Well, guys, if you think Rocketlaunchers will make a crazy comeback, you know what you can do? You can go to GG.Bet and activate the code GG.Bet.com for a bonus to make a deposit and get 125% back for it, which is a very nice amount of money to come your way. Whatever you put in, you'll get 125% off. What Rocketlaunchers need is 125% turnaround in performance, ideas, tactics, picking up the bomb.
Yeah, that would certainly be the step in the right direction.
The bomb is still down, by the way, in T-spawn again. Like, if you're going to drop it on ramp. When it's a bit closer, you can see it.
Watching the clock, finding the bomb, maybe not peeking into Banana like that. When there's been an ult there every single time. Doctor is able to find it. Boost his player up on top of the half wall as well. So he can take a pick, fall back. SMF's just going to rotate away. So Doctor is hungry. Hungry for more, and well, he's been so good at picking these kills up, so he has a chance to line them up. There's the shot, does damage on the both of them.
And he still gets away. Oh, Doctors is feeling it. He's looking for all of them, misses another one. He's been low on health now, down to 29. But he's got Rouse to back him up. The nade goes over the top, and we'll finish him off. But Rouse straight in with a cleanup duty. He knows the second one's there. Soka, the last one alive, getting dinked up, getting tagged up, and getting taken down. 12-2, 1 round in it. And it doesn't matter what money we see from Rocketlaunchers here. This half has been brutally devastating to their confidence.
And my brain as well, for a lot of it.
Thing is, right, like, I've been trying to praise some of the good things we saw. Like, after Overpass, they came back, it was looking so much better. But this T-side on Inferno, this was like, the moment they did the bomb forget and lost the round, it just seemed like everything fell apart from them. They've just rinsed and repeated the same tactic over and over again to no success.
I think the thing is with this team, though, is in fact they are a mix, right? They are a team coming in, just they haven't really played Inferno enough to get statistics even on it. So Maybe it's just not a map that they've put work into or had the time to put into. And clearly, Ambush are very confident on it. They're just hitting everything. How often do you see CTs just fighting bottom middle this often on Inferno?
I've never seen Berry be able to push down mid like he did and just walk away with the whole world.
And he just did it again. He just walked down middle, found a headshot, and he's still in that position.
It's like one of the most open areas of the map, down middle, right? Just like there's nothing to hide behind you, just cruising on down.
He just runs down mid every single time. CK catches our death. Now the last player alive is Soaker. About to be a 13-2 half. If Rocketlaunchers pull the comeback here, this would be incredible.
Mate, I'd become their biggest fan if they end up winning this map.
Get Rocketlauncher jerseys.
Yep, I'm down. I'm fully supporting everything they do if they can win this map. Because, I don't know, in a half, how much can you really change? Like, they're going to have a good talk, I'm sure, but we said Rocketlaunchers matched up individually, but Doctis showed us that he is just on another level right now.
Yeah, Planet is so quiet on that first map as well.
Him and Berry, the two that have pushed positions the most, Banana and Middle, have just destroyed everyone.
And they've still got similar deaths as the likes of SMF, who's been playing very passively. He's actually got less deaths. Berry has less deaths than FMF. SMF was just getting wrecked in that first couple of rounds, though.
Yeah, he was playing the, I'll walk out here, I'll die, and then my teammates will capitalize with the refrags. Yeah. Put out the P250, pop heads. 13-2 though, first half. Ambush large and in charge. They've got all the Glocks, a Deagle to play with, and some utility in this one. SMF's going to take a fast charge towards the banana area. It's a triple stack at B. Will it be enough to give Rocketlaunchers the chance to win this one? So Sal being the point man. Shaq stood behind the sandbags. Rouse goes down. No damage done back onto the CTs. They continue to push up, and Shaq, he's making it work with the P2000. And he's going to make Ambush back away from this one for now. Doctis runs straight into it as well, so pistol power definitely coming into play. But CK, he thinks he can fire them all off one by one. He's got a Deeg in hand, and he starts off with a 1.
CK. Swinging. Going forward. Getting a drop behind the push from Salso, who's good for damage on towards Berry as well. And a much-needed pistol going in favor of the T side here. Berry's on 12 HP, having to flee back down towards Banana. No one's gone aggressive in middle. You know, Rocketlaunchers realize we don't want to throw this. We need this pistol. So they're going to be playing a crossfire still on the A-bomb site. Berry has no chance of winning this. He will try his best to try and get in towards the bomb site to try and enable the plant, but it is over. He should be dropped within 1 second from now. Berry on towards the site. There's the peak graveyard. There's the kill. And it's 13 now on the board for, 3 on the board, should I say, for Rocketlaunchers. They have a long road back into this. They need 13 in a row to get 16. They have a small chance of losing 1 round, so that's all they can do. Pretty much has to be flawless, other than that 1 round.
Yeah, it needs to be everything going their way, all in their favor, if they want to try and battle back into this. But that was a good pistol round overall. They can be happy with that. I'd expect after the end of a round like that, when you've had such a bad beating on your first half, some really loud, like, nice, and try hype each other up, get yourselves confident again. And maybe, just maybe, that'll give you a glimmer of hope.
Would be the most Rocketlaunchers way to lose, though, if they lost these Eagles. It just
well, they did on Overpass, didn't they? Back and forth.
Yeah. So that is that's the scary part coming up. Ambush have shown before that they can be very solid on these Eagles. I see a lot of pros actually using those windows underneath the balcony now to sort of fake that they're moving through and to cover off the drop, so that players will fake that they're going towards bedroom, but then they smash that window when they drop, so that they don't really have that information that they're still there. So
yeah,
it's just trying to keep those CTs at bay so they can put more aggression in towards Banana. 5-player stack inside of Banana at the minute. Salsol has got a crossfire with his teammates inside of the site. The M4 has been smoked off, and well, Shaq has to fall back in towards Emo. Has got his teammate coming back in from the coffins, relocating. Now the Eagles run through. Strength in numbers, and Barry's pushed the smoke.
So Sal, though, he's doing all the damage. Beautiful work from him. Shaq's able to help him out, and Berry won't be good for 1. 4 alive for Rocketlaunchers in that one. Much better. Cleaner rounds coming out now. But it's still such a long way for them to go. Now again, a little bit of a force up coming out from Ambush. P250 Tech 9 on Doctors. I'm not even going to discredit him. It's him. CZ and a Deagle. I've got a Molly and a Flash in. So there's a slight plan with this. Ambush have got something prepared. Molly goes down straight away, and that's going to be perfectly onto Shaq. Move!
Why are you standing in it? All right, MP9 from Boiler is going to find some chances. No damage being done by Defs. My God. What was that? Oh, Defs doesn't find anything from Boiler when they're not even looking at him. Molotov going in towards Graveyard. That's going to force Rouse to go into the open. He won't peek and Stoker drops him. Rocketlaunchers looking to try and recover this. But Barrier Doctors, they've already done so much. They've got a bomb plant. They've got a few kills now and a chance to do some more damage as well. Just holding on, trying to play the retake to perfection. Doctors does get blinded. This time Barry, 5 HP, surely cannot win this. Surely in the world of normality, and he will be overrun. Retake is successful, but overall I think Ambush should be pretty happy with that. Bomb plant, 2 kills, crazy stuff from Deaths, missing every shot for Boiler, and well, 5 now on the board for Rocketlaunchers. At least they get the round win.
Had they not had so much mollies and incendiary grenades to throw down, there might have been a world where Ambush picked that one up because Rouse was in such a good spot as well, and he did have the FAMAS in play. Even dinked one when he popped out as well. But Rocketlaunchers, game on. More rounds being put on the board. More chances for them to try and make this a 2-0. Otherwise, we'll be going to Dust 2 as the third and final map. Ambush now with weapons in their hands, though. Game plan changing up. Emenk was very quiet on his T side, but it makes sense. It's such a hard map to AWP on if you are on the T side for Inferno. Now a CT, he starts off with the opening kill, which is exactly what you want. Barry's trying to work his way up. Banana slowly actually gets found straight away. No sneaking around this time. You may have done it at mid, but you're not going to do it at Banana.
This is better from Rocketlaunchers. 2 early picks. Good start on the second half. Ambush haven't really looked like they been able to find any space. They lose everything at the start. And that's something Rocketlauncher was doing on their T side. It's just losing players in Banana early. So maybe this is a sign of things to come. Rocketlaunchers should be able to pick up this round. Soaker shoulder peeking in towards Long. Doctor is about to smoke him off. That goes deep, covering off Library. Soaker in behind the smoke. Might just flash himself through it. Flash goes up, not going to peek off it just yet. Eventually will go straight through it, and Rals will take his head off. Goes way after the flashbang, so it's not effective. And well, it's a 4v3, giving away the advantage not needed. There's still 1-man advantage in play for Rocketlaunchers. That Molotov will go in towards the pit, but the smoke use gives away that Ben is playing that position, and CK will take him away. Now Emmett is on the site, needs to deliver. He's done so with 1 kill, but CK delivering headshots after headshot. Kill comes in towards the Library push, and it's all on Shaq. He's going to be dropped as well. A good recovery from Ambush, and Rocketlaunchers just throw that one away.
CK with the 4K, delivering the damage there. It was a bit touch and go, losing 2 at the beginning, 5v3. And Ambush still take the win, making it 14-5. And now, this is an interesting decision.
Yeah. Force buy coming in from Rocketlaunchers. Emmek's going to keep extra money because he obviously wants to get that up a little bit later on. But how much later on can there be?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, if you're forced into this and if you lose it, and it's because you didn't buy a gun when you're 2.4K, you're going to be kicking yourself. I understand the reason behind it, but at this point, you need to give it everything you've got in every round. There's no shortcuts to be taken. That nade will do a nice bit of damage. Top of Banana. Ooh, Emeng trying to land the 1D headshot. It's not going to connect for now. Ambush, they've gained control of the apartments. They've pushed Rocketlaunchers back, and they've started to push them back at Banana as well. This is where Ambush do their best work, when they've got map control, and they have spades of it right now. The thing is, the confidence Barry will have here, he can hear the weapons that are being used, but he's just going to go out. He didn't know which one to look at first. SMF tries to turn it around, but close range. He's going to lose his head to them. Now back into a 2 versus 4. Weaponry advantage maybe with Ambush. But Rocketlaunchers, they've got the numbers. Def spotted out there. They need to pick up first of all here. CK still in the apartment trying to work his way out. Emenk does have an AK-47 now. Does have armor as well. CK doesn't want to make too much of the noise. Rouse picks it up and he will just go down straight away. Spots him out, but that's all he'll be able to do. Oh, he spotted the gun.
Surely he's seen that. Well,
Yeah.
there we go. Eventually gets the kill, but it takes so much damage aboard that now he can die to the CZ from one bullet. That becomes a problem. Soaker on the angle. Oh, he's lost this. CK can surely pull this off. There's the peak. Smoke actually stops him from moving forward, and Soaker gets moving with the CZ. 14-6. Force buy works out, and well, luckily, Emming's decision to save a little bit of cash in the last round allows him to get the AWP into this. So he clearly was just demonstrating a great trust in his teammates.
Risk versus reward, and his reward will be the AWP into this round, but it doesn't mean the rest of his teammates have the ideal weaponry or utility to play with in this one. And actually, I'd give Ambush an advantage in this fight. 2 AKs, a Krieg, and 2 MAC-10s. You can send them MAC-10s, all guns blazing, jumping up and down, running around everywhere to cause a distraction as Emmenk, that AWP, you waited for it, you didn't use it, my friend. Instantly goes down in the hands of CK, and they're going to start to charge up Banana now. Shaq going to try and hold on. The rotation has already come round. Sasol comes to bring him in a bit of extra support and help. Shaq now caught behind. Sasol's only good for one. Shaq, they know exactly where he is. He's going to fall next. The rotations are coming in. CK's quite low on health, though. Def's unable to spray through as the flash goes over. Maybe he tries to pop through this smoke.
Well, bomb plan coming through in the corner. SMF getting that down in front of the confidence as Death moves forward. Round to get rid of him. And now the spray coming through CT. It's all on Soaker. Coming back in with no kit, no utility. This is a huge problem for him. Smoke up in the coffins has just bloomed as well. So that might as well be the final nail in the coffin of Rocket Launchers in round number 21. Soaker backs away, looking to save onto the SG. It's going to be map point for Ambush, Human Inferno. This looks to be a quick one.
No money in the bank. Soaker desperately trying to hold on to what he can.
Although the weaker buys seem to be better for Rocket Launchers. So maybe in this next round is when when they're up against the ropes, they start to come back into it.
Yeah, the confidence comes out when they feel like it's all a Hail Mary.
Well, we'll see what they've got in their back pocket for this investment. CZs, Deagles, MP9s. Yeah, it's not going to be great. Ambush should be able to take this over the line.
Yeah, they're in a great position. But they just don't want to get up close and personal. This is the problem with a map like Inferno. You think of apartments, you think of the top of the banana. Well, the winner is clearly in favor. A whole 1.0 for Ambush. They're one round away from it. But if you really think Rocket Launchers can make a comeback, well, there's some good odds on there. And if you do want to bet on it, go and activate the code GG.Bet.com and get a 125% deposit bonus.
Molotov in behind the half wall. South Solo finds himself a headshot. Rounds, he's going to hit the deck. Now an advantage for that CT side to play with. Doctor starts spamming smokes. Trying to connect, but nothing coming through. Advantage picked up for the CT side, and they've got an AK.
So, just throw the AK back and go and get your MP9. You've got 3 players on your team with pistols.
Well, CK,
one of them is at the site with you.
CK's got himself in a good position here. This is a bit of a problem for the CTs. They've got 3 players on the bomb site. CK needs to be careful as that smoke begins to fade. He'll find 1. He knows the second player's here, but he won't expect 2 surely in this corner. But luckily they'll see that. The kills are coming through. His teammate gets in the way. Emming manages 2 on the P250, and that gives them a chance to win this, especially with Berry being on 2 HP. The bomb was all the way back there, of course, so they have to go and try and get that planted. And while South Soul will get rid of Doctish, it's all on the Berry, 2 HP, trying to pull off this clutch. If he gets in towards Graveyard, this is a position he can win from, but he needs to be careful. He gets around just in the nick of time. They have to be aware of this possibility. They can't have gone too far with the time on the clock. Graveyard needs to be the first position. They check, he manages 1. But Berry was so low, Salsa was able to get the trade immediately. So they stay alive. Rocket Launchers make it work. Salsa is the hero there in that round as well. Alongside Emming, who manages 2 off the P250.
You might be on to something now, Dingo. Rocket Launchers with little weaponry, little to play with. Play a lot better.
Yeah, just keep
So Sol pushes out a banana, gets on the MP9, gets him an AK, and the AK is what helps him clutch it out.
It's because they're playing less scared, right?
Yeah.
You try and rely on structure on a team that has no structure, then you're going to lose. But if you try and create some chaos and force Ambush to disrupt their playstyle, that's when you can start to capitalize. Because Ambush, when pressure is being put onto them, when there's chaotic situations, they make a lot of mistakes. They don't use the utility. They don't clear effectively. So that's what Rocket Launchers need to do. That's not great utility usage, though. They just wasted a Molotov. Lineup was there. Emic manages 1 kill. Needs to get back around that corner, and he does, barely staying alive on 34.
Emic's done his job, though. He's got the information. He's got the opening kill. They're ready for the hit coming on to A. No one rotating from B just yet. Now Rocketlaunchers, when maybe a rotation should come in, slowing things down a bit. Rocketlaunchers probably waiting for just a bit more information to play off of. Utility still being used at the top of mid. No further forward onto the site. CK is going to try and flush out depths. Flash goes up. Another smoke having to be used, but they're baiting out the utility. Doctor's going for the pre-fire spots. No one's going to poke out into it just yet. Emic could do some serious more damage as well as they come round. Smoke goes down. It's going to cover off his vision. Barry actually finds it onto Emic. Okay, so we're evened up now.
Oh,
Depths.
no. 2 kills from Barry.
What happened?
It's just all the kills coming through for Ambush. They're checking all of the corners. They're clearing everything so quickly. And now Southsalt, alone on the B-bomb site, making his way back in for an impossible retake. He will be dropped. CK seals the deal. 16-7. Much more convincing from Ambush. That's what you like to see on their map pick.
Yeah, they definitely felt comfortable. They had an amazing first half. Going on to their T side, they just certainly didn't slow down at all. And I think the main thing you're going to look at when we go into Dust 2 is Dust 2 is the decider, but also it's a map that's so momentum-based. It's a map that really does give you a pure 50-50. It doesn't matter which side you start on. It can really work in either way. So I can see we're going to get a lot of scrappier plays coming out on Dust 2.
Yeah, because Inferno is one of the more structured maps. You'd say that, you know, it's easier to play structured on Inferno because it's a very set play style. Not what we've seen there. That was pretty crazy. We left the bomb about 4 times. We've seen time run out a couple of times. So I think Dust 2 is going to be crazy.
Well, let's see how Dust 2 is going to be. It's 1-1 in maps, and we're going to go on to the decider after this break. We'll see you guys in